Hello student, today we will start current electricity part 2nd. In this chapter, relation between drift velocity and electric current. Consider a conductor of length L and uniform cross-sectional area E. Length L, uniform cross-sectional area capital A. Let V be the applied potential difference across the ends of the conductor. V. The magnitude of electric field set up across the conductor is given by E equal to V upon L. Electric field E from positive to negative. Let N be the number of free electrons per unit volume of the conductor, then the total number of free electrons in the conductor is equal to N into volume of the conductor. N into volume of the conductor, A into L. If E is the magnitude of the charge on each electron, then the total charge in the conductor Q equal to N A L into E. It is equation first. All the electrons which enter the conductor at the right end will pass through the conductor at the left end if the electrons drift towards the positive end of the conductor with drift velocity Vd. Drift velocity Vd. Then time taken by the free electrons to cross the length L of the conductor T equal to L upon Vd. It is equation second. According to the definition of electric current, I equal to Q upon T. So put the value of Q and T. N A L E upon L upon Vd. So N E A Vd or I equal to Vd E N A. It is equation third. Example: a wire of length 6 meter and area of cross section 1 millimeter square carries a current of 2 ampere if unit cubic meter of the material of a wire contains 10 to the power 29 free electrons. Find the average time taken by an electron to cross the length of the wire. Solution. Hence L equal to 6 meter, A equal to 1 millimeter square means 10 to the power minus 3 m square. It means 10 to the power minus 6 meter square, I equal to 2 ampere, n equal to 10 to the power 29. So drift velocity of electron Vd equal to I upon NEA. So put the values 2 10 to the power 29 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. After calculation, we will get 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. Therefore, T equal to L upon Vd. 6 upon 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 4. After calculation, we will get 4.8 into 10 to the power 4 second. Clear? Next, mobility. Mobility represent with mu. So, mobility of a current carrier is defined as the ratio of magnitude of the drift velocity of current carrier in a material to the magnitude of the applied electric field E across the material. That is, drift velocity acquires per unit strength of the electric field applied across the conductor. That is, mu equal to Vd upon E. Since Vd equal to Ea tau upon m, therefore mu equal to E tau upon me, or mu equal to E tau upon m. Relation between electric current and mobility for a conductor. In a metallic conductor, the electric current is due to its free electrons and is given by I equal to Vd ENA, but Vd equal to mu E. Therefore, I equal to mu E ENA. SI unit of mobility is m s to the power minus 1 n to the power minus 1 coulomb, or m square s to the power minus 1 volt minus 1, or meter square per volt second. Example third, a potential difference of 5 volt is applied across a conductor of length 0.1 meter if drift velocity of electron is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. Then calculate the electron mobility. Here V equal to 5 volt, L equal to 0.1 meter, Vd is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second. So the electric field set up across the conductor E equal to V upon L. So E equal to 5.1. After calculation we will get 50 volt per meter. Now the electron mobility mu equal to Vd upon E, or 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 upon 50. After calculation we will get 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per volt per second. Next, Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, the current I flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential V across the ends of the conductor, provided the physical condition like temperature, pressure, strain, etc. of the conductor remains unchanged. That is, I is proportional to V, or V is proportional to I, or V is equal to Ri, or V upon I is equal to R, where R is constant of proportionality and is known as electric resistance or resistance of the conductor. Next, electric resistance is the opposition offered by the conductor to flow of electrons. The value of R depends upon the nature of the material of the conductor, dimension and temperature of the conductor. It does not depend on the values of V and I. Next, verification of Ohm's law. A battery is connected to conductor XY through a rheostat, ammeter and key. It is battery, it is key, it is rheostat, it is ammeter, voltmeter across the conductor XY measure the potential difference across the conductor. Voltmeter across the conductor. It is battery, it is key, it is rheostat. Okay, then when key is closed, current flow through the conductor. Reading of voltmeter and ammeter are noted for different position of rheostat. It is observed that V upon I is equal to constant, thus Ohm's law is verified. VI characteristics. The variation of the electric current I through a conductor with the variation of potential difference V across the ends of the conductor at constant temperature is known as VI characteristics of the conductor. According to Ohm's law, V is proportional to I. Therefore, the VI characteristics of a conductor is shown in figure here. I here on the y-axis, V. So it is straight line because V is proportional to I. In this figure, V on x-axis and I on y-axis. It is also straight line. It is figure A. It is figure B. Determine the resistance of a conductor using VI or IV characteristics. Slope of VI graph, slope means tan theta, is equal to V upon I is equal to R. Thus, resistance of a conductor is equal to the slope of VI graph in figure A. Higher is the slope of VI graph, higher is the resistance of the conductor and vice versa. Slope of IV graph is equal to I upon V, or we can write 1 upon V upon I, or 1 upon R, or R is equal to 1 upon slope of IV graph. Here higher is the slope of IV graph, smaller is the resistance of the conductor. Smaller is the slope of IV graph, greater is the resistance of the conductor. SI unit of resistance is ohm, or dimensional formula of resistance R equal to V upon I, or work upon charge into current, or R equal to work upon current into time into current, or R equal to M1 L2 T minus 2. It is the dimension of work upon A square into T. So M1 L2 T minus 3 A minus 2. Factor affecting the resistance or resistivity or specific resistance. Resistance of a conductor at constant temperature depends upon A. The resistance R of a conductor is directly proportional to its length, that is R is proportional to L. It is equation first. More the length of a conductor, more is its resistance. B. The resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to its area of cross section A. That is, R is proportional to 1 upon A. It is equation second. Smaller the thickness of a conductor, more is its resistance. Combining equation first and second, we get R is proportional to L upon A, or R is equal to rho into L upon A, where rho is known as specific resistance or resistivity of the conductor of a given material. Thus, rho is equal to R into A upon L. If A is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, then rho is equal to R. Thus, resistivity of a conductor of a given material is the resistance of a unit length and unit area of cross section. Resistivity of an object does not depend upon the dimension of the object. It depends upon the temperature and nature of the material of the conductor. The SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Dimensional formula of resistivity: rho is equal to R into A upon L, or rho is equal to M1 L2 T minus 3 A minus 2 into L2 upon L, or rho is equal to M1 L3 T minus 3 A minus 2. Conductance and conductivity. The reciprocal of resistance of a conductor is called its conductance. That is, G is equal to 1 upon R. SI unit of conductance is ohm inverse or mho or Siemens. Dimensional formula of conductance is G is equal to 1 upon R, or G is equal to M minus 1 L minus 2 T3 A square. Second, the reciprocal of resistivity of the material of a conductor is called its conductivity. That is, sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. SI unit of conductivity is ohm inverse and meter inverse. Dimension of conductivity: sigma is equal to M minus 1 L minus 3 T3 A square. Current density. Current density of a conductor is defined as the amount of current passing per unit area of the conductor held perpendicular to the flow of charge. Perpendicular to flow of charge. It is current I, it is area A. So that is J is equal to I upon A. It is equation first. Current density is a vector quantity whose magnitude is given by equation first and its direction is same as that of the direction of the conventional current, that is in the direction of flow of positive charge or along the direction of applied electric field across the conductor. SI unit of current is ampere per meter square, or dimensional formula is equal to m0 L minus 2 T0 A. If the area A is not perpendicular to the direction of current and normal to this area makes angle theta with the direction of current as shown in the figure, then the component of a normal to the direction of current flow will be An is equal to A cos theta. Here A cos theta is horizontal component of A. Therefore, current density J is equal to I upon An, or I upon A cos theta, or I equal to J A cos theta, or I equal to J vector dot A vector.